Episode 1 Pseudoregalia. First of all, my typical disclaimer. For anybody that happened to stumble on this video by accident through YouTube's algorithm or something, these videos aren't made for entertainment. Anything I have to say is going to be dull, and my gameplay won't be anything to write home about either. Also, the general structure and format of the videos. Pretty subpar if I do say so myself. These are really just video diaries for me to practice putting my thoughts into words in a coherent manner, as well as review at a later point in time, if I'm feeling nostalgic. I wouldn't say these are anything like a Let's Play, and I'm certainly no streamer. I'm sure there are plenty more entertaining series out there from people that played this game. But I don't think I have to worry about that. Pretty sure no one watches these, so it should be safe. This was a game that I wanted to play since around October. One of the things that I was planning to get to that month as part of the spooky season, since from what I could tell from this game, the vibes kind of looked like they matched, but I ended up picking some games that were a little bit better matches in the end, and putting this one off. I actually played less games in October than I intended to. Well, this one's pretty short, around 5 hours from my research, but maybe 10 to 12 for me, knowing how long I take whenever playing games. I'm a lot slower than other players. And I'm also pretty slow at starting the game. I already messed around with controls a bit. I actually had some snafus in recording before starting, so I went around the first area and got used to some things, but ended up having to go back and re-record like I am now. Hopefully no more snafus. I love these graphics, and the weird frame-by-frame animation that's going on. Don't know the technical term for that. When I said I was messing around with the controls, trying to figure things out, normally I capture that on camera, but this time, because of these snafus, I guess I worked out all those issues beforehand. I would have had all of these controls bound to my PS5 controller, but after various issues, I'm just using the default, though for some reason, these two seem to be swapped even under the default, no matter what I do. Weird. Whenever I try to change the controls, like put on bumper jumper, as I prefer to do in platforming games, they always seem to reset themselves in a weird way. It was weirdly inconsistent. On top of that, I had trouble getting the PS5 controller working at all. I had to turn on the Steam input override in Steam just to get it working, since it seems to be made for Xbox controllers, but it seems to work. Maybe this is part of the reason why the remapping is so finicky. That's not intended for PS5. Anyway, I think we're done with all of that. We should be okay to move on. If I'm done standing around and talking about nothing. There was one more thing, though. This option that I saw online was one of the things that was funny about the game to me. Although it doesn't seem like the option is working, maybe it only works when you back out of the game and back in. Well, I didn't want pants anyway. Pants or no, from here on in Civil, you and I are partners. Wherever we're going. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to fall out of my cage. I hope the princess won't be upset with me. Did the princess put you in the cage? Can we get up here? Guess not. Probably need an ability later. That barely worked. I hope I'm not too late. Not really understanding what's going on with the mirror. Map says memory hazy, implying that we've been here before, and have memory of it, but it's hazy. Now the extent of my experimentation went up to the end of this first area into the next named area. And that's where I stopped and realized I had the issue with the recording. Now that I've reset, I guess I could be able to get by it a bit easier, quicker. Dreambreaker. Press square button. Attack freely while moving to vanquish foes. Hitting enemies will build up magical power. To use it, hold B button, or circle button to heal. I already know heal is the meter on the left, and it takes up 1 notch per heal. Fills up 1 full circle. Though getting hit typically only takes half a circle, maybe 1 circle if it's a bigger attack, I don't actually know. Maybe more depending on the enemy. These guys don't exactly look like enemies. They're not very aggressive though. Scratch that, they're bastards. And that restores your health. At this moment, I would like to check that my recording is still going. Every time I think I have everything laid out perfectly, I run into a new issue, or an old issue that I wasn't thinking of. Can't talk to this guy. Didn't see that guy up there for a second. I guess he just kind of wanders around in a perimeter. Hey, can we talk to that guy down there? I didn't actually notice that one the first time I was playing. Even before I started playing, I saw a video of this first area, and I was trying to understand what the game was all about. I don't think the video that I saw had anyone, or had the Let's Player talk to this guy. What's dead should stay dead. It's dead. It should stay dead. What's dead should stay dead. What's dead is dead. What's dead is dead. Dead. But he's back. Alright. I'm glad I went back and talked to him. I'm not glad I had to reset, but if I did have to reset, at least there's that. Can't talk to this guy though. The animations in this game, really smooth. Like the way that she smoothly stands right on top. Thought she might do like a handstand, like Mario does when I was first over here, but side's nice too. Yeah, instead she just kind of smoothly stands on top. Somehow I like that better than the handstand. Side. Press left trigger on the ground to side. Gain a boost of speed, and slide under tight gaps and some attacks. But by itself, an incomplete technique. I imagine as long as you're flashing, that means you're able to go under attacks that can be gone under. After finding that one guy, I'm still looking out for anything I might have missed the first time. Anything down here? No, it's just a fail area. A nice way to teach the player to slide under attacks. At least obstacles. Sliding under attacks is still something I don't really know about because in my first attempt at recording I only fought a scant few enemies. I'll never do it again. I just want to get out of here. What'd they do? Oh, never saw this in first person. You can see your arms and feet, or your hands and feet. And you can also see your attacks. How fun. Is there anything up here? Guess not. Sliding, of course, is faster than walking. Oh. I guess you go pretty fast off a ledge. Your disguise is paper thin, but it'll fool most of them. Not like it matters. You're stuck here like the rest of us now. No getting past strong guys. I remember he said that last time. Strong guys. The Eye of Providence? Or perhaps the Eye of Ra? No, not really. Also what he said about the appearance being a disguise. I don't know if that means like our entire body, or just the clothing. I assume we're just, I don't know, a bigger version of those other goats. Like they're a small one and we're a big one. They don't look like children, as far as I can tell, so maybe it's some kind of sexual dimorphism, where the females are tall and the males are short. Of course, the disguise could just be referring to the attire, like a kind of butler, I don't know, servant attire. It's also this. I haven't gotten to the point where I understand why they give you that button. I'd like to use L1 for jumping, but as I mentioned before, I can't remap things exactly. So L1 is just this useless throw button, which, from what I could tell, doesn't actually hit anything when you throw it at them. You can play catch with yourself though, so that's fun. Don't know what's up with that guy. I have fought this guy once though. Didn't have any trouble the first time, but maybe I'll play a little bit more aggressive now. Alright, don't walk into the guy. I'm actually having way more trouble than I thought. I walked into him again. I actually wasn't using lock-on the first time I fought him. Just experimenting with it now. It seems kind of useful. Is this guy supposed to be strong, guys? He doesn't look like he has eyes. And he's not that strong. Actually, the lock-on kind of makes that maneuver a bit harder. I think I prefer it off. His hitbox is more precise than I thought. Very exploitable. Well, that went faster than my previous attempt. Gained a small key. Disappears after use on a locked door. Lock-on is nice and all, but I would prefer to be able to jump with the left bumper and attack with the right bumper, rather than having lock-on be right bumper. That way I could spin the camera while jumping and attacking. It'd be really nice, but those issues with the controller rebinding, I don't think there's a way around them. It's beyond me anyway. I'd rather not risk it. I guess the controls are fine as they are. Right, and this lever just opened up the path back. I got past Strong Eyes. No, that probably wasn't Strong Eyes. A tower holding the essence of the princess, never to be seen again. For with the 3 powers of the sun, one can find their own path. So I guess we're looking for the tower with the princess. And to find that we need the 3 suns or whatever. Now, I did see this below was the room that we came in. And I remembered this item here. Got this the first time too. I assume it's, well, pretty obviously, an extra health bar, health circle. I like all the animations, the flipping, the pivoting, the running, sliding. All of it is just right. The flip off this too. So nice. Thinking of the controls, I guess encounters with enemies are designed for lock-on, so you don't have to keep your thumb on the right stick. You can dedicate that to jumping and attacking with the face buttons without worrying about moving the right stick. But I like the way that I think about it better though. Being able to turn the camera while jumping and attacking, just naturally. Well, I should stop harping about that. I'll get used to these controls, I'm sure. And in record time, I'm here. I think it took me twice as long to get over here. Actually, maybe even twice as long. When I was messing with around with the controls. But at this point, I've just now reached the same area where my first recording was botched. Everything else is new to me. These crystals are pretty nice, right? They make me feel safe. I think I'm gonna lick it. I bet it's full of minerals. Right. Goats and minerals. Oh, almost threw that in the pit. Actually, I don't know what happens if you throw it in the pit. Huh. Where'd that come from? I guess each room has like a respawn point. Caught it. Technically didn't even hit the ground. So many of so many of us have been trapped in the dungeon, and for what? Guess that's a typo. Why were they locked in the dungeon? I guess by the princess. Were they bad goats? Did they lick the crystal? To keep the memories from fading. Is that like a thing for later? Memento. Press D-pad up to see your mental map. To move the map, press lock on plus move camera while active. Rooms will be revealed to you as you enter them, allowing you to more easily try to course through an area. Alright, the map is here, but I guess we also have this. And you can move while it's open. Slightly. And that's lock on plus right stick. Neat. I guess the maps get big enough that you have to be able to shift them around like this. Did that give us anything? Yes, not. I guess the room is slightly related to what we found. But otherwise, are these just kind of random power-ups sitting around? Or are they Sybil getting her powers back by reaching specific areas? If this goat somehow jumped over there, would he get the power of memento or whatever? Or are they non-physical items, just abstract concepts? Well, we picked up this weapon as one of the things, so that's physical. It really doesn't matter. Why am I killing those guys? They're worthless to me. Indignation. That's how I was feeling with my recording. Well, I'll get over it. Higher power gives you increased combat capabilities. Upon reaching level 2, the range of your attack is extended. At level 3, your damage is increased. This is reset upon spending it on a heal. That's interesting. Kind of like a momentum mechanic. Oh, that is bigger. Are we doing more damage? Is this level 3? How do we know how much indignation we have? Is that corresponding to the notches on the bar? When the bar is full, that's 3 and then 2 and 1, or... Well, guess I'll heal and find out. Let's see. Ow. Okay, so that did take up 1 notch as I already knew, but it also changed the icon in the diamond in the upper left. What is that, like an upside down vase or something? I think the range is still bigger. Oh. Careful. Does the animation look different when it does more damage? Maybe I'll get hit again and heal again just to check. Okay. Oh, I see. The number in the upper left is a 1. So I guess that other symbol was also a number? I see, that's a weird 2, but that is a 2. I see how that's a 2. Where are we? There's a lot of rooms to go into, back in that cross room. we'll check this place out. Do we bounce off this? Not really. Kinda like Mario. Like Mario Galaxy. Or maybe I have the wrong Mario in mind. Oh, level 3 has like a special extra arc there. Ah, we can hit those back. Interesting. Ouch. This mechanic is interesting because an aggressive player can just keep on attacking without healing if they want to keep all of their damage. But it's probably safer to heal and then get back the indignation while hitting the enemy. I think we need more abilities for this room. Unless we can like jump extra far from this bubble. No. Maybe we can jump over there, climb up. Not quite. I took damage. What about a slide? Do we get extra distance from a slide? Not quite. Let me try one more time. Maybe, but I'm pretty sure not. Back to the puny attack. Unless I'm missing something, I don't see any other way up. Still plenty more rooms to explore though. Alright, where to next? Guess we'll go to... I don't know. There's a room with 2 doors down there and 3 doors down the other way. Guess we'll just go clockwise. Anything on top? Not that I can tell. That needs a key. Does that show up on the map? No. Gonna have to remember these both take keys. And then... just a little guy. There was supposed to be a new armor display in the library I wanted to see. But with the state of the castle, I can't find the entrance anywhere. I miss that comfy hay. Interesting words. First, the lore. The state of the castle meaning, what, did the castle shift around, or is the castle just such a mess that you can't find your way around? 2, armor. I did notice the attire menu here. Notably the pants aren't in here, that's a separate option for whatever reason, but I guess this is where maybe anything we pick up would go, presumably the armor. Which is in a library, based on his highlighted words, near a haystack. If we find a haystack, we'll have to look out. Very obvious lever. Is this a trap? No. Just turns that on and off, I guess. Guess we'll explore the ground level first. If we can knock on, does that mean we can kill it? Well, it seems to take hits. Seems invincible? Or it just takes a lot of hits? I don't think we're getting indignation from it, so you probably don't get any indignation if you don't do damage. I assume. We're also not getting magic off of it. Ow. I think we can lock onto that one. Reflecting doesn't seem to matter. What is that anyway? A finger? I guess it's a stage hazard. This is actually going further in than I thought. Oh, it reconnects. I see. That's an interesting little alcove in the room. Let's continue back over here. I didn't realize there was an indignation level 0. Guess you need abilities to go down that weird corridor. How exactly does this work? Level 2 is your range and level 3 is damage, but I guess 1 is nothing. Well, we can do that. Guess there's more to see over there, though. Just a random floating box. Is that what they meant by the state of the castle? Oh. I guess this is how you're meant to get the switch, or for people that don't make the jump. Well, this lets us go up, right? No. Maybe we need another ability to go up. Either something to hit a switch from afar, or somewhere to jump a little bit higher. Oh, the hay. It was right next to the guy. That wasn't that hard to find. The wall was quite clearly cracked. Huh. It's an entirely new area. Listless library. Well, I wanted that armor, but maybe I should finish exploring the current area first. Not the whole area. I guess just the immediate one. This part of the room. That probably goes into more of the castle, right? Yeah. Alright, maybe we explore the library first. I guess it reconnects with that area up there. An owl. Dreambreaker. What is the name for this type of weapon anyway? Like a tonfa? It's not exactly a great sword. I don't think. Great tonfa? Great baton? Notably, the saves in the game are manual. Might have to remember that when closing off after a recording or something. Well, from what we know, that cage will lift up if we hit a switch. The key here. Can you take keys into other areas? And therefore, like, sequence break or something? I guess it's not exactly sequence breaking. I'm going to have to assume all the keys are designed so that there's no way to lock yourself out. Like a Zelda dungeon. Another game might lock you out for putting keys in the wrong order or something. I'm going to have to examine each of these, apparently. You've read a book on musical theory. The Ramblings of a Madman. What's that supposed to mean? Don't like music, Sybil? You read a book about how to deal with loss. Your mind is mended whole, driving you sane. You read a book about a girl who gets whisked away to a fantastical world without strife. She seems happy. Are we peering into your mind with each book, Sybil? You read a book about a little thimble that goes on a big adventure. You hope he has a good time. Well, we're definitely going back to the main room to inspect these again, one by one. You read a book about aquatic life. You'd really like to see the ocean one day. Maybe next time. Next time. You read a book about a beautiful princess waiting in a tower to be saved by a charming prince. The ending is torn out. Perhaps by the princess. Relevant to our own circumstances, I guess. You read a book about the forbidden secrets of cooking. Your mind is torn asunder from the culinary secrets, driving you insane. Guess we're going to have to reread that book that made us sane. You read a book full of classic plays. All the world's a stage. Shakespeare, I guess. Is that trying to imply something? I don't know much about Shakespeare, so I don't know how that literature might relate to this game. You read a book about a jester who is sentenced to death by their king. But for their final trick, they steal the sun. Relating to the powers of the sun that we heard about? You read a book about reading. It's hard to read. The deepest lore. Well, I think I got everything, so far. Surely there are more bookshelves in the library, but first, dealing with loss. We're now sane again. Gotta remember to do that. Don't want the insanity debuff. Right. Going up. I don't think so. Oh no. Gonna have to be more precise. Notably, tapping X makes you jump slightly. Holding X makes you jump higher and further. I also noticed that jumping while on a ledge does not move you, so you manually have to move yourself forward. Just little things like that you have to keep in mind. The range of control that you have. A red crystal. Haven't seen that before. Different from a save point, I guess. Interesting. What happens if we fall? I guess we have to restart. Although, there's nothing to restart to. Guess we have to fall. But first. You read a book about a girl who falls in love with a monster. You and me both. She loves the monster enough to leave behind her family. You read a book about a woman with a magic sword who seeks revenge above everything else. Is this about you, Sybil? I don't know if you want revenge or not. You don't seem very vengeful. Revenge seems pretty great. Okay, never mind. I guess we can break this. Sealed in glass. Sungries. Press X while in the air. After a short delay, do an air kick. Hitting walls and objects with it will cause you to jump away. Can be done up to 3 times until reset. Try kicking early to maximize distance. This is going to take some learning. Let me reread that. After a short delay, do an air kick. Not a double jump. Hitting walls and objects with it will cause you to jump away. Can be done up to 3 times until reset. Kick early to maximize distance. I see. By maximize distance, they mean distance from the wall. If you do it too late, you jump from the wall. But if you do it early, you jump from when your leg touches the wall extended, giving you a bit more lateral distance. And actually, I did notice something seemed different about Sybil from what I thought I recognized in the trailers. I guess I always saw her with the greaves on. Didn't realize she was missing something critical to her character design. Of course, still no pants. I'm a big fan of this look though. This is actually what I look like as a dragoon on my main character in Final Fantasy. Golden greaves, golden arms, and a bunny suit on the center. With, I guess, a golden blindfold or a black blindfold on top. Three times, huh? And resets on the ground. Interesting. Can you do it off the same wall? Pretty much. That's interesting. That opens up a whole lot. Like a whole lot. A lot. Well, I'm glad I came to the library first. That seems like the biggest mechanic we can get, as well as sweet fashion. Sweet, sweet fashion. Huh, the light's shining, telling you how to jump. It's cute. Can we read this? No. Alright, interesting, it keeps your angle. If you hit at a 45-degree angle or something, you bounce off at that angle, like reflecting light. What happens at a really shallow angle? Yep, it still keeps the shallow angle. That's probably how you get the most lateral distance, I guess. Even if you go completely parallel to the wall, you still get something. Let's practice that. Want to be careful. Seems like you can change your direction slightly in air, so if you do this and then try to push too far into the wall, you end up bouncing perpendicular. You want to keep holding forward, but I couldn't do it 3 times in a row. Gotta do that better. Nope, not quite. That second jump seems to make me a bit more parallel, or less parallel than I was initially. Maybe I just have to hold the left stick as close as I can forward. Kind of like that. That seems to be it. One more attempt, just for practice. Nope, I changed my angle a bit. Gotta trust the hitbox. Yep, that's how you do it. I'm mainly thinking of the red crystal when I'm doing that. Oh, almost didn't make that. Anything back? No. It's for reasons like this that I wish I could bind jump onto left bumper, because then I could move the camera while doing all of those jumping maneuvers. No, does this refill our health? Well, I don't need a break quite yet. In a few minutes, maybe. Gotta not jump off the wall if we're planning to hang on the ledge. Well, that's down forever now. Neither there. Guess what we're going for. Teaching the player about some awkward angles. Learning how to change direction in air, I guess, or something like that. Right kick, left kick, land. Something like that. Gotta try getting it earlier, I think. Nothing else. Unless I missed something. Oh, didn't quite climb that one. Oh, you can just jump up. Well, I think I already got everything, but just checking to make sure. Yeah, guess we're fine. Ah, we're almost back in. Oh, are you raising them? Unfortunately, we need the indignation, so... Sorry, guys. Is this a note? Well, we can't inspect it, as far as I can tell. I hope it didn't say, "Don't kill my eggs." What did that do? Open the gate? No, wait. Erase that. Like we expected. Well, now we have access to this more easily. Still need a key for that door. But we are going to inspect that crystal, now that the world is open to us. What's our quickest way up there? Probably here? It's a bit too far. Maybe this? I think so. If we get just enough height. Oh no. That's not the angle we want. I'm sure we're going to get more abilities, but the platforming is already seeming pretty in-depth. Like there's a lot of freestyling you can do. Not like we practiced. Completely parallel. What? Time trial? Stop it. Don't pressure me. Okay, there are 8 of them. And we just have to do it in 50 seconds. We'll start with that one. And work our way this way. And back over there. Okay. Damn. Get the high ones first. Damn. That's not good. We're not gonna make it. Is what quitters would say. Damn, if I landed that I might have made it. Well, no reset. Probably should have gone for that one first. In the last two I was collecting. It's for reasons like this, I feel like I would do better on bumper jumper. Do we have to hit the crystal when we're done? Hopefully not. Maybe I will actually, one time, just change one thing, and one thing only. Just the jumping. Normally left bumper is throw. We will switch jump to left bumper and throw to X, I guess. Just to switch those two. A very simple swap. Let's have a look at those options. And everything's fucked. Well, it seems to be working, kind of. All the controls are the same. As far as I can tell. We'll just assume it's working despite what the options looks like. I think when I back out of the game it's going to look a bit different. Already feeling a lot better about this. Bumper jumper. That's too far. Should have gone for the high one. Damn. I was overconfident. I thought I could freestyle it, but I don't have the skill to do that yet. It's particular about the angle you're holding the left stick whenever you hit a wall. From the top. Literally from the top to the bottom. Get the ones up top first. Worry about the lower ones later. Try to jump off this wall into the book shelf. Same thing here. That wasn't high enough. Shit. Okay, that time it worked. I think we got it. Unless we really have to get that crystal back up top again. Okay. I don't think we get anything for that. Just for self-satisfaction. Well, it's sort of a collectible, isn't it? We'll maybe consider doing all of those as part of our... part of what we consider completing the game. Oh, there's something up there after all. Gained an aspect of sweater. Gained a new outfit. Cool. This is already looking great. Oh, you can turn these off? No, you just have them. Oh, I see. No, you can turn off the greaves. Guess you could run around with as much leg exposed as you like. It does look pretty good with a kick, all that leg. My furry sensibilities agree. But the greaves also look nice. We'll go for that. Of course. We have to think about this outfit. I'm probably going to stick with the basic outfit most of the game. But this is fine for a brief period. We went through all the trouble of unlocking it. We switched to bumper jumper for this. We deserve it. I like the one sock. I guess it's two socks, one big sock and one small sock. Oh, that wasn't high enough. Now where was that other hay bale? Was that back in the other room or something? Right, it was in that big room. Well, it's stupid of me to go all the way around for this, but if they're giving it to me, this is what I like to do with it. Bear with me, or don't. Preferably don't. Plenty of reasons to click away, and this is one of them. Stupid things like this, that aren't worth anybody's time. I can only hope that nobody actually wastes their time trying to watch these. But what I like to do whenever it's time to end an episode is sit down for a break. Hopefully these are all over the place. Based on how there was one of these in the save room in the castle area, and one of these right here, I'm going to hope there's plenty of benches for me to take a load off every time I want to transition between episodes. Got a lot further than I did in the first take on this. Even got the cool power-up. With that, it's a good time to take a break.